Alrighty, we're live. Greetings everyone, I'm Stefan, and today we're going to be exploring a trade build. Not just any trade build, but a trade build that's actually kind of meta, I might even say. So the whole crux of this build is going to be to merchant spam, as it says, of course, in the video title. Merchants in 3.1, with the addition of the new mercantile tree, are actually relatively plentiful. You can potentially get one merchant per commercial zone, and when you combine it with void dwellers, you can get a lot of merchants really quickly. So that is going to be the crux of this build, and we're going to be taking a look at just how efficient it could be. First, we're going to take a look at the build itself. Afterwards, we're going to go through and play with it and see how much we can get in year 30 or beyond. So this is the Merchantman build. As some of you have already guessed, this is going to be a Merchant Guild's functional architecture build. Ironically, the best trade build in Stellaris is not a Megacorp build. Megacorps are unfortunately cursed with having pretty terrible civics, and so you can't really do stuff like this with a Megacorp. The thing is, functional architecture, like, we can make do without merchant guilds, but functional architecture, with it now giving 2 building slots, is just too good to pass up. Like, you can't play a proper commercial zone spam build without functional architecture. Like, 2 building slots equals 2 merchants. Merchant guilds, on the other hand, can be quite good for us, because merchant guilds is going to give us 2 unity per merchant, and considering how we're also going to be extremely happy, we're going to have high stability on our planets, this 2 unity is going to be a lot more down the line. In fact, early on, we're going to be able to just rush through any tradition trees that we want, because Lamau, unity. As far as the other aspects of the build go, we're going to be going with Fanatic Egalitarian. This is actually not, like, we're actually going democratic, not because we're going Fanatic Egalitarian, but we're going Fanatic Egalitarian because we're going democratic. Democratic is good for automatic resettlement, and whenever I play habitats, I usually like to go for democracy, because manually resettling pops around 20 different habitats, that's a pain I don't want to deal with. Fanatic Egalitarian, since we're already going democratic, is going to be quite good for us. We're going to get 50% extra faction influence gain, we're going to get 10% extra specialist pop output, and we will have access to Utopian Abundance, although we're not going to use it. Why not? Well, that's because we have Materialist. Materialist is here primarily for academic privilege. Academic privilege works extremely well with any build, but with this build especially is going to work quite fine. Academic privilege is going to give our specialists and our rulers extra happiness, and is also going to give us extra research from our research pops. Since this is a build that's meant to be strong, we are still going to go for research. We're not going to just meme and go completely bonkers with trade value. We want research because we want to be powerful, and we also want research to enhance our trade value further. The thing is, with research, we can get stuff like the stock market exchange, and with that thing, we can get extra 2 merchants and plus 20% trade value on all our habitats. That's something that's definitely worthwhile, and since it comes pretty late in the tech tree, going with high tech for this build is certainly going to help us out with that. Now, as far as our species goes, we're going to be going, of course, Thrifty. Thrifty is going to give us plus 25% trade value, which means that our merchants produce a base of 15 trade value per merchant. Now, if we translate that directly to energy, that's going to be 15 energy per merchant, which is quite good in the early game. But you also have to consider that the 15 is base. There's a lot of modifiers through the mercantile tradition tree, and also modifiers through stability and stuff that is easily going to push the trade value generated per merchant to more like 30 trade value. And getting 30 energy from a pop a few years into the game, that is goodness. Otherwise, of course, we want as many merchants as possible, so we're going rapid breeders. Now, I would go for some other traits instead of rapid breeders, but there's really not very many good alternatives. Considering how we're going to be making most of our raw resources via, merchants, rapid breeders is probably the best way to go. If I come up with a better trade for this, I might optimize this build later, but growth is always good. Otherwise, we're going with intelligent. As I mentioned before, we do want tech for this build, and that is what intelligent is here for. Unruly and not adaptive are basically free picks for this build. I would go for solitary normally, but solitary in 3.1 has been nerfed quite a bit. Apparently, and I haven't tested it thoroughly yet, but apparently the extra available housing does count towards planetary capacity. And so having more pop housing usage decreases your planetary capacity, which also decreases growth. I don't know how impactful it is. I'm gonna have to do extensive testing for when I redo all my tier lists, but solitary is no longer as free as it used to be. So with that out of the way, let's take a look at, I guess we'll take a look at how this build performs, shall we? Merchant Man. Let's start. We're gonna be going with default settings and Grand Admiral, although, you know, let's not go default this time. We'll go for slightly more AI empires to play around with. Also, chat, if you have any questions, I will be answering them once the things in the stream calm down a bit. For now, I'll just go through the beginning steps of a good trade build. And speaking of a beginning, that's 2 choke points right here. And it's a pretty nice looking cluster. Okay, let's take a look at our scientists and our leader. Leader is pretty okay. It's going to make our early expansion pretty cheap. And our scientists are alright as well. We're actually not going to go for any of our energy techs because all our energy is going to be produced with merchants. So instead, we'll just go for extra research. We're going to go for extra pop growth speed. And we're going to go for extra research, I suppose. We will want to upgrade our habitats in due time, but for now, we'll just leave them be. It's better to just build more habitats rather than upgrade existing ones, at least in the early game. Let's see. As far as our planets go, we're going to want to specialize our capital planet into research. We're going to want to keep our minerals habitat as mostly minerals habitat / industrial habitat, and we're going to make our energy habitat into trade. Yes, for once we're going for trade instead of for energy on a habitat. I don't know, this is whack. I usually don't play like this. I bet there's some memesters out there that will play this build way better, just because they know the ins and outs of trade. So we're gonna go ahead and explore. We're still gonna do the min-max strat of downgrading our initial corvettes. Now we can sell off some of our extra alloys. Well, maybe we don't want to sell off too much, but I certainly do want to hire another leader. Sure, archaeologist works. We'll still probably go for any energy deposits out there, and since we do have the space miner ruler trait, all of these are going to be really cheap. Alright, let's see, policies. Now, unfortunately, we can't go to Marketplace of Ideas or Consumer Benefits right away. We're actually stuck on both creation until we go ahead and research our first tradition tree. Our first tradition tree is, of course, going to be Mercantile, but it is going to take some time to get there because Mercantile is the thing that unlocks merchant spam, and we can't really get a lot of Unity without merchant spam, so there's that. What we are going to do, though, is set our initial policy from expansionist to isolationist, because that's going to give us a bunch of goodies. And as far as our initial species rights, we're actually going to set them something different as well. Academic privilege. Go brr. Oh yeah, we also spawned a nebula, which is pretty pog. We are, of course, going to want to go for as much minerals as possible because each commercial zone is like 300 something minerals, and yeah, having to build that over and over again is going to really drain our minerals economy. So we'll set this up right away, and we'll also start selling off some food. Because as Void Dwellers, we start with way too much. Also, one important aspect of this build is going to be to go into a trade league. This is actually why, with this build, you really should go merchant guilds or for megacorp, because trade league is just incredible. Trade league is going to be used primarily for one purpose and one purpose only: the trade league policy. I can't show you just how good it is right now because we don't even have the consumer benefits and marketplace open. But basically, Trade League is when you combine consumer benefits and marketplace of ideas, and you just get a lot of extra resources from just a little bit of trade value. Once we manage to get into a Fed, our Unity production is just going to skyrocket. Let's see. All right, I can build a... Should be able to build the mining building on our station. Not yet, though. I think we need to research, what is it, mineral purification. And after that, we should be able to farm a lot of minerals from our starting cluster. This cluster we really should secure as quickly as possible. We are playing with like 14 AIs in this galaxy, so chances are we spawned right next to one. Let's see, mercantile, unlock that, and we're gonna go for commercial enterprise as quickly as possible. Yeah, I suppose we are gonna go commercial zones instead of trade districts. Commercial enterprise does give you extra merchants from trade districts, but trade districts are just a tad bit more expensive. So since we're min-maxing, we're going to want to go for commercial zones. That's a nice system. Let's see. Very questioning. I could potentially release a vassal and make a Fed with them. I'm not sure if I want to. I'd rather just go for a regular route of, hey Xeno, wanna be friends? Yeah, sure. Give me stuff, and I'll just give them some stuff, and they'll be fine. I'm gonna be friendly with the Xenos, for once. Let's see. Oh yeah, real quick, I would like to say a couple of words about 3.1 that I haven't been able to say live before. You know, one when I heard that 3.1 was going to be a lot of balance changes, I thought it was a good thing. But I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. The fact that they fixed a lot of stuff is actually... It's actually worse, at least for me, because I really enjoyed breaking the game. And now it's harder to break the game. Like, the hell am I supposed to do now? Find new exploits? Like, and 3.1 is going to make things very difficult for any challenge builds, because like I went into a game yesterday in multiplayer, and like half of the exploits that I'm used to are gone. Like, for example, you can't make fleets travel faster with just one tug corvette. You can't spam art monuments on many planets just by buying one. You can't release and revassalize someone for Infinite Crisis Menace. Like, there's a lot of stuff that's been fixed, and honestly, personally, I don't like it, but I think it's better for the game that way. That's a lot of planets. That's a Gaia planet. What the... Man. Well, we wouldn't be able to produce a lot on this planet anyways, but damn, that is amazing. Let's see, we can upgrade the capital here. That's gonna give us an extra merchant. In 22 months, we'll be able to get a lot of extra merchants, so we gotta prepare for that. In fact, I'll just have a couple merchants around all my planets, because merchants are going to produce us quite a bit of amenities, which should help us out quite a bit. Yeah, I think I'll go for an upgrade first, because when you upgrade your initial capital building, it actually gives you extra housing and amenities. And on habitats, it also gives you extra building slots. Actually, it gives you extra building slots on all planets, but upgrading your capital is good. Let's see. Okay, guys. I swear there are no paid actors in this stream. We got Asteroid Blastor. We got okay, you know what? Honestly, Asteroid Blastor doesn't even matter that much with a trade build, because, I mean, we're going to be pumping energy credits out of our behinds the whole game, but that's a Gaia planet, and that's Asteroid Blastor. In case you guys aren't aware, Asteroid Blastor is 50 to 100 minor artifacts. Like, you saw me load into the game live. Like, this is not a... My god. Just realized. Let's see. Oh yeah, just FYI, Void Dwellers, the reason why we can't really make a lot of resources on this Gaia planet, even though Gaia planet is amazing, is because the new Void Dweller trait actually gives us minus pop output on non-artificial worlds, and since Gaias are planets, we can't really make a lot of stuff on them. People are saying this is rigged. My god. I'm gonna restart this game. Like, this is too good. No, I'm not gonna restart this. I like this start, man. Pre-recorded. You know, I really... I want to show off this build on its own merits. You know, we're not gonna play with this start. We're not gonna play with this start. That is just unfair. All right, let's see. This is another start in a relatively. Oh no, this is a lot of border gore. All right, let's just quickly speed run through all the stuff that we did. Isolationist, species rights, set rights. Academic privilege. Monthly trade deal. See, this is a little less less insane. All right, this should be good. Yeah, I'm not gonna go through everything I did again, but this is a restart. Look, some people save scum and restart their games to get a better result. I don't want a better result. we're not gonna play this. We're not gonna play a game that's already won for us. Actually, this start isn't that bad. That's one choke point right here and one choke point right here. Okay, I can live with that. Let's see. Leaders, let's get a Voidcraft dude. Spark of Genius. Alright. Definitely grab that next. I didn't talk about the build order last time, but we definitely want to get a researcher up as quickly as possible, and we're going to want to spam commercial zones on all our other planets. We do a little bit of trolling. Alright, now we spam those commercial zones again. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, this is going to be a pretty chill start compared to all the other ones that I do, so should be able to take questions just fine. We got the first league, which means potentially a Ecumenopolis, which we definitely are going to want to go for. Because Ecumenopolis is an artificial planet, we should be able to get some output on it as well. Although I'm not sure if the trait works. Let's see. Habitat preference, yeah. So because of our habitat preference, we're actually going to have very low habitability on Ecumenopolis, but you know what? We can always just Gmod our species. Let's go mercantile, of course. Gunning for commercial exchange as before. Let's see. Did we set our species rights? Yeah, we did. Asteroid Blastoise in 3, 2, 1. No. No Asteroid Blastoise this time. Epidemata, what ascension path would you pick with this build? I honestly would pick, what is it called? Voidborn as the first. Probably Tech Ascendancy as second, and then either Psi Ascension or Bio Ascension. Bio Ascension is pretty nice with Void Dwellers because you can get your species modified and stuff like that. Otherwise, Psi Ascension is good for, you know, Psi stuff. For the longest time, I have to say, I've looked down upon Psionic Ascension as the worst path. But honestly, it's not. It's actually pretty good. Like, if you just take a look at the bonuses objectively, it's a pretty damn good Ascension path. At least compared to, what is it called? Bio. Synth is still #1, but with Synth, we're going to lose out on all our bonuses, and in the end, Synth is not going to be really worth it on habitats. Did I just click hostile Xeno attractions? Did I? Oh, I did. Lamau. Alright, I mean, if we don't meet any Xenos in the first 11 years, we'll be fine. This is just a instinct. I'm sorry. It do be like that. And Horizon Signal. Just FYI, apparently in 3.1 you can't go in and out of a system repeatedly to force spawn Horizon Signal. The funny thing is though, they said they fixed that like a year ago, so I'm gonna severely doubt whether or not you could actually force spawn stuff with going in and out. I imagine if you just build a bunch of science ships and just have different science ships go through a system, it'll still spawn it, but you gotta test. Oh, we've been slacking on building. Let's see. Clerks. Tech. Actually, minerals. Now, I said clerks, but we're not actually going to go for clerks. Clerks are actually quite bad, even with this build. Because even though, yes, we are producing a decent chunk of resources from clerks, it's not enough. Like, look at this. Our clerks are producing 5 trade value each, and our technicians are already producing 8 energy each, which is a big gap. A technician at the very start of the game is 50% better than a clerk. And although a clerk can provide you some amenities, very soon amenities aren't going to be an issue whatsoever. Let's see. Less enforcers. We certainly will want to go for adaptive economic policies, and I think we're going to actually go for consumer privilege. Yeah. Marketplace of ideas is good, but we're already running low on consumer goods, so we'll go for that one. Let's see. I wonder, do we have enough mineral deposits to build habitats with? We have 1. We have 1. Okay. Yeah, minerals are going to be pretty tough with this run because I don't think we really have a lot of, planets with minerals. That's fine though. We'll manage. William Farmer, this has to be CGI. He's not even blinking. Yes, I am an E-tuber. A V-tuber. That's it. The real me is actually a tiny man, like this big, just sitting inside a very advanced gaming chair, getting CGI'd over with his face. Nah. If I were to do CGI, I would go for a very cute anime girl, as as you see on YouTube all the time. Like, VTubing is a surprisingly profitable thing that happens, and honestly, I wouldn't mind having countless weebs simp for me. That'd be pretty nice. Alright, let's see. Beautiful bubble. You see, it's not Asteroid Blast Store. If it was Asteroid Blast Store, we might see another restart, okay? But nah, I'm just joking around. Like, without Asteroid Blaster as the first archaeology, we're probably not gonna restart. Plus, it'd be pretty annoying to restart all over again. We have Zero though, which is kind of pog. We are gonna want to go and breach into the Shroud, and having Zero production for our shields is gonna be very nice. Well, assuming we can get Psionic Theory, at least. Alright, now that we're basically done exploring our nearby space, we'll put our first science ship over to assist research. I forget that half the time, but assist research is a free 12% or 20% extra research, depending on the level of your scientist. Let's see. Damn, even with rapid breeders, our growth isn't big enough. We need more. More. Actually, I think I'll build a... Maybe not build, but... We want more alloys to build more habitats. I think we'll make our mineral planet our alloy planet as well. Just to make sure we can get extra habitats up and running in due time. Negativity. Thank you for the 10 bucks. Merchant build also works good with a new ring world. I used Unity Trade, used artificers on Trade District, and buy all minerals and alloys and food. Buy 30. I mean, yeah, merchant guilds is quite good, but at the same time, ring world, like if you're playing the new ring world, you gotta be suffering. Like, I've tried out playing the new ring world, and it's quite bad. Let's just put it that way. It's quite bad. It's basically a Gaia planet, but without all the Gaia bonuses, and with a strange minerals job. Sandy, yes, I don't think materialists get Psionic Theory. Yeah, we're gonna go for a curator as quickly as possible. Actually, I might want to build an extra science ship, just to make sure that we can go ahead and explore the galaxy. Normally I like to go with, what's it called? Spiritualist, to get Psionic Theory as quickly as possible, but honestly we're not in a big rush. Also, there we go, we got our merchants. So now we really don't need technicians, or clerks. But we still need jobs, so we'll keep some clerks around. Okay. Commercial zone. Commercial zone. Commercial zone. And now our energy credit production should skyrocket. Jamie Ringster saying our ring world is still OPAF. No, the thing is, a Shattered Ring has been changed to the point where it's not even a ring world anymore when you start. Well, it technically is a ring world, but you basically get a size 25 planet with minerals jobs that produce both minerals and alloys, but you only get one alloy per job, so it's not really all that big, and you don't even get like all the building slots at the start. Like, it's stupid. Twister, so this build cannot work with any other origin? Mostly. I mean, you really do need a lot of building slots to make this build work, and the only way to reliably get a crap ton of building slots is by going with Void Dwellers. Alright, let's send the science ship out, like, here. If I get automatic surveying, that'd be pretty awesome, but I doubt we're going to be able to get that early on. Oh yeah, right. We should probably change our designation to trade station. Totally forgot about that. There we go. And we have frickin' enforcers. Actually, wow, what is going... Okay, I see. I was wondering why we're getting so much crime with such a happy population. Corruption must be rooted out. Nathaniel, imagine playing this build with a Megacorp neighbor. Yeah, dude, that'd be amazing. Honestly, this build works better in multiplayer than in single player, because in multiplayer you can get a friend of yours to play Megacorp. And although Megacorp normally isn't that good, if you have an empire like this, making a crap ton of trade value right away, Megacorp becomes quite good suddenly. Nathaniel, why didn't you go for Fanatic Xenophile for 20% trade value? It's a good point, but xenophilia is a sin. Let's see, we have First Contact. Honestly, I kind of don't want to research the First Contact because we accidentally went for aggressive protocol. So, I'd rather not make our first neighbor pissed off at us. Let's see, we got the adoptive economic policies. Now, we can go for a, what's it called? Consumer benefits economy. We can also go to militarized economy because we're not going to be producing consumer goods ourselves. And we can also get rid of all these artisans. Yeah. Even without artisans, we're going to be swimming in consumer goods. Let's see. Honestly, I'd rather have 2 merchants rather than any administrators. Oh no, we're actually out of food. Okay. So first thing we're going to do is build a hydroponics bay. Next thing we're going to do is make sure our jobs are in order. Because it doesn't seem that way. Yeah, I'd rather have farmers than clerks. I believe these guys also outproduce clerks in terms of raw resources. Yeah, that's 9 production rather than 6.2. I mean, 6.2 is quite good, but... Off-roll trading company. I'm surprised this thing didn't get buffed. Like, it still produces 2 trade value per trade hub. Like, we got the solar panels buff, we got the hydroponics bay buff, but this thing right here, no. No love for trade value from Paradox. SMH. DS, could someone explain to me why trade value is only good now? Because previously, it was terrible. Like, you had no reliable way of spamming merchants except for Shattered Ring. And clerks, even in this version, are terrible. Like, a clerk is immediately outproduced by a technician, and the only way that clerks are really useful is if you're really lacking on amenities. In which case, just build a entertainer, Lamau. So let's actually replace this with a habitation district. Because we do want our population to not go down due to planetary capacity. What do you mean garbage starbase building? Hydroponics bay is amazing. You get 11 food from this thing. Like, that's basically a free job right there. Or are we talking about the trade hub? Yeah, my bad. Jamie Rustinger, I think trade value is only decent now. I mean, look, our raw resource production is pretty insane right now. I think it's amazing, not just good. Although we do still need to get some more tech output. Tier 7 and we're only at 200. We could do better than that. Also, since we do have an excessive amount of trade value, and we're making too many consumer goods, let's distribute some goods as well. Do a little bit of communism, I guess. Actually, not communism. Communism wouldn't distribute luxury goods, they couldn't afford it. Let's see. We will want to go for robots. Even though psionics is a good path for us, building robots is still going to be good to go. Or is it? Yeah, well, maybe. I don't know. Actually, hold on. We have ceramic metal armor. This actually unlocks more building slots through later techs in the society tree. So we're actually going to go for ceramic metal armor and get more building slots and get more merchants that way. So let's get some labs going here. Let's actually replace this thing right here with another trade thing because we are overproducing food again. I mean, worst case scenario, we just buy food. Like, it's better to have merchants than anything else. Because as you can see here, without all of the bonuses yet, we are producing an average of, let's see, 6 merchants, 142 trade value. Do a little bit of math. A lot of trade value. Like 20 something per merchant. So yeah, that's pretty good. It's not decent, it's great. Let's see, trade value plus 10%. Let's go for that. Market fee minus 10%. That's also pretty awesome. Alright, aliens here. We still don't want to talk to them, just because we don't want to insult them accidentally. Ceramic? Ceramic? I don't know, I always thought it was ceramic. Is that the right pronunciation? Is it? Okay. Is it ceramic or ceramic? Chat, you decide. Let's also buy some more non-ceramic alloys. For talent, eh. Oh, well, we actually got an investor on this guy. Didn't realize that. Right now we want to save up some alloys and start building more habitats because we are really behind on that. We could move our capital and designate this planet as a research habitat or something like that, but I don't think we need to. Max, does aggressive stance do things on accident? No, but I really would rather not go down the aggressive route because I'm pretty sure it doesn't give you any bonuses upon discovery. Or does it? I don't know. Let's actually try this. So these second aliens, like, they're mushrooms, they don't matter. Let's see if we actually get negative opinion from them if we go down the first contact route. Okay, most of chat is saying ceramic. So I'll say ceramic, okay? You guys have decided. It is ceramic, not ceramic. According to Google, it's ceramic. Okay, that's good enough for me. If our great overlords over at Google Incorporated say so, that is the way it is. Ah, ceramic is the German pronunciation. Right. I do have a lot of German viewers. For whatever reason, purging Xenos is a very German thing to do. In Stellaris terms, I mean. Let's see. Voidborn. Let's go for that. That's going to give us an extra 2 building slots, and we can have 2 extra merchants per planet. Hell yeah. I mean, at this point, we're going to be struggling trying to spend our energy credits, because we're already at 1.5k. We're producing more, even though we are still buying up alloys and minerals. I'm thinking, do we build an extra alloy plant, or do we not? I guess we build an extra alloy foundry on this planet, because if we build an industrial district, that's going to be only 1 alloy worker, unless we change designation, which we're not going to do. The backtrack, there was no backtrack. I only made a joke in context of Stellaris. There was no other context. I don't know, I'm a little bit trolly today. It's kind of happened that way. Let's see. Like, we're producing, what's it called? Like 200 energy credits per month. We're also producing consumer goods out of the wazoo. Like, I don't know. We could start selling consumer goods. I guess it's not going to be that bad in terms of ratio, because with Marketplace of Ideas, we effectively buy consumer goods for 2 energy credits. So selling them for 1.6 isn't going to be too bad, but I really would rather not. Let's see. Let's be peaceful. Let's not nab them for investigation and instead keep at it like friends. Trauma metal armor. Ceramo metal armor. I guess we'll go for extra minerals, because minerals can be good as far as turning them into alloys goes. And speaking of alloys, let's actually build an extra habitat. I would like to build an extra habitat over a minerals planet, just so we can potentially make that into a mineral planet combined with merchants, but I don't know. Let's see. Capacity subsidies, what's that? Go for research. And of course, mandate unfulfilled because democracy. But also because democracy, it doesn't matter that the mandate was unfulfilled. We'll just re-elect Joe Blow again. Let's actually see, what is his mandate? He wants us to build mining stations. How are we gonna do that? I guess we'll expand and spend our valuable alloys that way? Nah, I don't think so. Let's see, we found the Yoon Nation. And actually, I think they found us because we barely got anywhere with our first contact. Let's see, are these guys friendly? These are erudite explorers and they're wary of us. Well, you know what? Let's sweet talk you into it. I want to make a federation with these guys as quickly as possible, so getting them on our side is going to be kind of important. Commercial pact, research agreement. Hell, we can even guarantee their independence, but that's going to take influence, so let's not do that. Alright. I think once we go for the Federation route, we should be able to make a trade fed with them pretty reliably. Change Xeno policy? Yes, yes. Give me a moment. Alright, this habitat is basically filled up. We can potentially unemploy an administrator. Nah, we're not going to do that. Yeah, they're already entrenched in there. I'm going to unemploy all clerks and just have this guy move out and potentially do a more fulfilling job elsewhere. Alright, we're getting our factions, and actually they're extremely happy. For once. I guess this combination of ethics is actually pretty good. And because we have democracy, the pop from this planet actually moved very, very quickly, which is nice. Let's see, diplomacy, adopt, and in 21 months we should be able to make a federation. If they don't agree, we'll just bribe them. We have plenty of resources. In fact, let's just bribe them right now. Consumer goods. Here you go. We can honestly just give all the consumer goods away. Like we're not gonna be having problems with that. And now they're friendly. Perfect. Form a defensive pact, just for now. And, yeah. Once the Federation is researched, we're gonna be printing unity like nothing ever before. Yeah, no, we're not gonna become a vassal of yours. Fortunately, we're in a defensive pact and they're friendly, so they're definitely not gonna attack us. God damn it, the aliens. Okay. Well, you know what? Let's prohibit purging. Let's just appease this faction. Why not? All refugees welcome? Sure. I mean, refugees are workers, right? We can make them into more merchants, so why not? We're active. Yes, yes. And now even this faction is happy. Awesome. Funnily enough, I'm pretty sure this first contact is still an aggressive first contact just because we started out as that. Either that or these guys are hostile and they're gonna be fanatic purifiers. Or is it exterminators? Yeah. That could also be a thing. In which case, we're probably gonna want to build a starbase. And we're also want to expand. We're also gonna want to expand over here. We'll just take all these planets around. Automatic serving. Let's go. Oh, Burb Shard. Oh, howdy there. Where are they? Okay, so actually we only have one choke point, and it's this thing right here. Okay, so that restarted into a start that's potentially even better for us. Yeah, because all of this space is now... Oh, actually, never mind. There's a route here. Ignore what I said. I was wrong. Endless Expanse? Yeah, what a troll game. You make an archaeological site on the border of the Fallen Empire. Sure thing. Yeah, sure, I'll go for that. Damn. I'm pretty sure Endless Expanse is actually a pretty good one too. That's sad. Alright, they actually expanded over here. I might as well just leave their territory. Like, it's freaking exterminators, like, no doubt about it. They're an aggressive robot. Like, what else could they be? Driven assimilators? Could be. Let's see, if we unemploy this guy? Yeah, let's just unemploy this guy. Eventually he'll demote himself down and actually do something useful. Like, the thing is, compared to merchants, administrators are actually kind of bad. Like, as you can see here, an administrator produces a base of 3 unity and 8 amenities. Amenities are obviously not even an issue at this point, so this guy basically only produces 3 unity. Like, a merchant produces 2 unity and a shit ton of trade value, so we actually don't want administrators with this build, funnily enough. Okay, this is the Xenophobe FE. We literally can't go here, and this is the Memorex, which is, I think, 20 stability on your capital and a bunch of resource production. Oh, whatever. Hey, do you want to be in a federation? No, you don't. Why not? I think you do. I think you do want to be in a federation with me. You know why? Consumer goods. Yeah, maybe not consumer goods. Maybe energy. Yeah, there we go. Hey, can you do me a favor and be in my federation? Make sure it's a trade league. Let's make it the WTO. Oop. These are driven assimilators. Okay. Not exterminators, but assimilators. I guess it's not all that bad. At least these guys don't have the same bonuses on their fleets. And now that we're part of the Trade League, we're going to be pumping out Unity like crazy. Yeah, 191 Unity per month. Yeah, that's pretty good. Migration Treaty? No. We actually don't want a Migration Treaty because we want people to move around in our empire, not out of our empire. Honestly, if we're good on minerals, we could probably make do with just making alloys from this point onwards. Actually, we can make do with making habitats from this point onwards. That's the #1 priority, because we're running out of space very, very rapidly. Let's see, can you offer me alloys? Yes, you can. Perfect. We'll buy them in bulk. Is that a good price? That's a pretty good price. We could probably also set up a monthly trade deal for alloys as well. Hold your horses. We're building habitats. FYI, you could press H, the H key, on your keyboard to stop a construction ship from building anything. Like, normally you can't stop a construction ship from constructing a minerals thing or a new starbase, but if you press H, they will hold. That's how I remember it. Oh no, we're losing Federation XP. Whatever will we do? Let's just go for that. People are talking about Tomb Worlds. Yeah, there is a new thing with Tomb Worlds. What is it? A radiotrophic thing? Where you get plus 7% pop growth speed on Tomb Worlds, but honestly, it's bad. Like, in all honesty. Like, Tomb Worlds as is are bad enough. You can't really make use of them without being of Tomb World habitability or having the Tomb World origin. But if you have the Tomb World origin, you're just stabbing yourself in the back. Like, radiotrophic and relying on Tomb World, it's not a good thing. It's a meme thing, but it's not powerful per se. Embassies +2 unity. Hey, do you want an embassy? Almost, actually. Yeah, I don't think relations are going to improve, especially as they come closer to our borders. That's fine. We don't need to talk to these guys. In fact, we'll fortify ourselves a little bit. Let's see, we still don't have a lot of jobs on our planets. Which is a bit of an issue, but we're working on that. Herrick says, the worm disagrees. I suppose, if you manage to find a way to reliably cause the worm to spawn, radiotrophic might not be that bad. But they say they fixed it, so it's probably going to be a lot harder to pull off than before. Redbeard Zombie, is the budding trait worth it? The budding trait is actually pretty decent. Like, with this build, it's definitely not worth it, but if you have an average of 15 pops or more across your planets, budding is better than rapid breeders. So, if you're going for a build which is like, I don't know, remnants, and you want to restore your relic world, budding is definitely good. Like, if you have 45 pops on it or more, which is pretty normal for an early capital, you're going to be producing as much growth as you would be with fertile. And fertile is the end game biosensor trait, so yeah, budding can be pretty good sometimes. Budding with hive minds. Oh yeah, speaking of hive minds, they added necrophage to hive minds, and that's actually what I was going to stream today, until I played a test run with it, and I wanted to die. Necrophage hive minds just doesn't work. I hope they fix it, but right now, you're just gonna be suffering with it. Let's see. Can I trade alloys monthly? I can. Let's actually go for that. Hey, you want my spare consumer goods? Oh, you do. Perfect. Maybe not that much. Yeah, there we go. Like, as I was saying about Necrophage Hivemind, the thing with Necrophage Hivemind is you get all the bonuses of Necrophage, sure. You get the extra liter lifespan, you get the complex drone output, but on the other hand, you also get the downsides of having reduced worker output. And with Hive Minds, like, you can't really have slaves of another species working for you, which means that you're going to be stuck with a minus 10% menial drone modifier for basically the entirety of the game. Like, if you go for the bioascension and you genetically modify a species to have hive mind traits without being necrophage, sure, you can avoid the menial drone output thing, but the only type of other pop that a hive mind can have is livestock. And livestock can only do food jobs. Well, they can't do food jobs. They produce food by themselves. So if you're going necrophage hive mind, you're losing more than you're gaining. And like you're not even gaining that many pops. Like hive mind by itself is very good at growing. And yeah. It's not very good with necrophage. Like, I was excited for it, but feels like they copy-pasted the necrophage for hive minds and didn't really think about it. Like, you can even see ruler pop output plus 5%, like as a modifier on necrophage hive mind. It's so unfinished. Azure Rathalos, you're saying that you lucked out on your neighbors, and that's why necrophage hive mind was good for you. Yeah, I mean, it can work, but from a power perspective, it's bad. See, another spark of genius. Augurs. Let's actually research some of these anomalies around us. Surprisingly, the German assimilators haven't actually closed their borders to us. So, that's nice. I'm colonizing this? Yep. Hole in Ground. Dude, I remember Hole in Ground was actually the first archaeological site I ever did when they released those. And I remember losing 2 scientists in exchange for getting 300 society research. That was a fun first time. God. I don't think it's any better now either. Now let's see. Trust cap. Diplomatic acceptance plus 5. Yeah, sure, let's go for that one. Like, diplomacy as a tree isn't that good, but I kind of want to finish it just because we do want an essential perk. Jay Merstinger, yeah, Clone Army is amazing, and also one of the people commented in the video, oh, you should try this with death cults. Like the clones grow back, and you can just infinitely sacrifice people with death cult. And I was like, damn, I really should have thought of that. Like, death cult clone army sounds like the most metal thing. Like, you grow pops purely to sacrifice them to the gods. Like, that's just crazy. Speaking of crazy, this guy has been demoting for the past 5 years. Man, I really underestimated how stubborn rulers can be. Let's see, we should be able to build another habitat soon. Ish. Alice Elusiwood, have you seen the diplomatic acceptance exploit? Yeah, I have. The thing is, like, it's been in the game forever now. Like, you were able to force an AI to give you basically free stuff, but it was just really hard to pull off before. Now it's just easy. It's like, Lamau, give me all of your energy credits. And what I'm talking about, what I mean, it's been in the game before. Now, it's been in the game before. I'm pretty sure it's still in the game now. But basically, the way AI calculates how much it's willing to give you is based on your monthly resource output. Meaning that and actually it works this way. It thinks that whatever resource it has is less valuable to you if you have a lot of production for that. What you can do is you can set a monthly trade deal to buy, let's say, a shit ton of minerals, and as long as you have the energy for it, of course, you will buy those minerals when the month comes. And then during that month, you'll have insane minerals production. And during that month, AI will think you have very low need for minerals, which means you can negotiate a trade deal for something along the lines of 10 energy for like 300 minerals. So that's always been a thing. It's just way easier to pull off now. Salty. 20 years of plus 5% happiness. Hog. That means like 3% more trade value. Alright. Oh yeah, credit to Llama Tick for that one. Llama Tick is an insane individual. He is a market fiend. Well, former market fiend, and he's actually the guy behind the infinite resource exploit that I did back in 2.8. There's actually another market-related infinite resource exploit that I will keep secret for the time being. Unless, of course, time comes to reveal it at some point later on. Let's see. Midnight Cactus also bought all the content creators for Stellaris saying how it's broken. Like, I don't know, man. I had another dude talk to me about how, oh, it's ironic, isn't it, that the version where they fix things is also the most broken version? Honestly, it's not. It really isn't. Like, 90% of this version is amazing. There's like 2, maybe 3 new exploits that have been found in the past few days, but it's just been honestly overblown. Like, the ratio of exploits fixed versus new exploits is like 20-1. But because people like to watch meme videos of Lamau, I broke the game, suddenly it becomes it's just bad optics for Paradox. And bad optics for the game, all things considered. Also, weirdly enough, like I mean, all this stuff will get fixed soon, but I don't know. Let's see. Right, we do want commercial zones, not trade districts, and we want to resettle, but we can't. Right. Also, Pleasure Seekers. Pleasure Seekers, I've already talked about it in my Clone Army video, which you should check out. It's on my channel. It's the last video I did. Pleasure Seekers basically is free stability. Like, compared to decent conditions, it's just better. It's decent conditions, but better. It gives you effectively like 12%, 13% average happiness, which translates into 9 stability, which translates into like 7 pop resource output for all jobs for free. Like, the amount of extra resources you get from Pleasure Seekers compensates for the extra pop consumer goods upkeep that you need to pay. So in the end, it's just free stuff. And compared to something like Idealistic Foundation, it's just better. Like, Citizen Pop Happiness plus 10%. Pleasure Seekers is just better, and it has other modifiers like Entertainer growth and what is it? Servant amenities. I do have to say though, pop growth from entertainers. This is the biggest joke in a Civic that Paradox has ever done. Like, why? Why though? Like, in terms of min-max right here, let me just tell you, it takes more processing power out of your brain to read that and process that modifier than it actually benefits you in game. In min-max terms, if you consider your mental capacity in this, that actually pop growth is actually a negative, because you have to read through it and process it, and it gives you basically nothing. And yes, I am a robot, beep boop. Also, funny thing is, we are right now playing in a trade federation. Federations normally would give you a minus 15% tax to all your resources. And like, as you can see, all of the deposits that are initially 2 are now 1. Well, actually they're like 1.7, but they show up as 1. The tax doesn't actually apply to trade value. So all of the energy that we're generating is completely tax-free. We are avoiding the IRS by doing trade. It's amazing. Alright, also we're finished with our second tradition tree, 18 years in. I mean, with my crisis build we'd be finished in year like 7, but this is still pretty good. Let's go for tech ascendancy. We're not anywhere close to getting droids or GM modification or psionic theory, so I'll just make that as our third thing. Plus, I mean, the unity we're producing is insane. Let's see. Asher Patty, should I buy Utopia or Federations first? Utopia, definitely. Utopia adds hive minds, which, I mean, hive minds aren't that great, but it's great for beginners, and it also adds megastructures and ascension paths. It's definitely more vital than frickin' Federations. Like, Federations is good for the trade value, but yeah. Speaking of trade value, we're superior to a Grand Admiral AI in economy in year 18. Normally it takes you a while to outscale an AI, but Lamau, we're just better. I love me some tax evasion. Please don't take that out of context. Oh my god, that's gotta get clipped, isn't it? Frick. Trench World. Yo, this is a great archaeological site. We can get like 20% defensive army health. Let's go, baby. Honestly, we're probably just gonna stop spreading here. Like, we could take this system, but I kind of don't want to, because we can also just build a habitat instead, so I don't know. Like with Void Dwellers, your go-to way of becoming bigger is just building more habitats, and unfortunately expansion conflicts with that. And actually the habitat thing is part of the reason why I didn't go for Megacorp with this build, because with Megacorp you really want to spend your influence on, you know, building branch offices. But with the Void Dwellers, you also need a lot of your influence for building habitats, so it's a bit of a conflict of interest. Alright, we got our habitats getting completed. We queued up a couple, what's it called? Colony ships, and it's gonna be all good to go. Let's see. Not gonna lie, I haven't thought through all the tradition trees. Let's see what we can actually get. That's good. We could get an extra building slot on all our planets, but otherwise adaptability is kind of useless. Discovery could be good for the 10% research speed. It's a solid maybe. Domination could reduce upkeep by an insignificant amount. And I guess we can get extra monthly influence. I'm thinking domination could be good. Expansion is useless. Supremacy, we're not going to go to war anytime soon. Subterfuge, Lamau. Prosperity? Actually, prosperity could be good. Yeah, let's go prosperity, actually. Because prosperity is going to give us an extra building slot and a lot of resources. Brody, Stefan, when are you going to start purging Xenos? Soon TM. I actually would like to wait like a couple decades or so before purging Xenos, because right now, like, even though purging Xenos is a good thing, we also just kind of want to spam habitats. Soon though, we'll be influence capped on habitat spam, so we'll just do alloy stuff. Also, speaking of influence, our diplomatic stance is now going to be mercantile instead, because that's going to really reduce the influence burden. Should also stop research agreement, because that is also influence, and I doubt they're going to have more tech than us. Speaking of tech, we should probably get that up and running ASAP, because we're sitting at a pretty low amount of tech production, all things considered. Yeah. Encounter? Let's see, where is the Xeno? Right here. Alright, what is this? Okay, it's just mining entities. Oh, we actually discovered them because our Federation, Federation friend discovered them as well. Sure. Like, honestly, with our Federation, we don't need to level up beyond level 1. Extra level ups could be good, but honestly, the biggest thing right here is Trade League and making insane amounts of Unity and consumer goods. Kopi G86, why trade now? Okay, so for anyone new to the stream, trade is good because you can spam merchants. Don't spam clerks. Clerks are still bad, but merchant spam is amazing. Like, let's take a look at this habitat. We have 10 pops on the habitat, and we're producing 207 trade value. And that's with some of our pops working metallurgist jobs. So let's take 200, divide that by 8. We get like 23 energy per pop. Well, it's not 23 energy. It's actually more like 11 energy, 5 consumer goods, and 5 Unity. In addition to all the Unity that we're getting anyways from merchant guilds. Like, it's insane. It's really good. Honestly, we don't need miners anymore. Let's make them into clerks or researchers. Speaking of researchers, yeah, let's go for a few more research districts. By the way, one of the biggest quality of life improvements in 3.1 is this thing right here. Normally, you want to be able to replace the last district. Like, there was a bug where you couldn't replace the last district into another district. You had to demolish it and then build a new one. But now, you could just replace. Quality of life, man. Quality of life. Solar Sailor. Let's see. The reason, by the way, for democracy is for this thing right here. Normally, I'd have to manually resettle all these pops, but with democracy and the extra automatic resettlement chance, these guys should leave eventually. Boulder Fog clerks still suck. Let's make them into clerks. Now, what's this? Clerks suck. I probably misspoke. I meant merchants. Whenever I say clerk, and whenever I mean it in a good context, I mean merchant. Let's see here. Fungal emitters. Below the surface lives a most peculiar organism. Mycelium, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Sure. I don't know what the hell this is, but I've never had this event before. Anyone knows what the fungal trail is? I assume it's another species that we can get, but who knows? Magic has quality of life affixed bug. I don't know, man. I don't know the terminology. Game is better. That's all I meant. Guess we'll just go ion thrusters. I don't know. And there we go. The one pop is going away at a time. Now, maybe we should have gone for manual resettlement. Oh, they're going away pretty quickly. Never mind. It's fine. Lorak, why don't you go for expansion for reduced habitat cost? Because, I mean, we don't really need it as badly as we need extra economy. Like, we need extra economy badly because extra economy equals good. Okay, people are saying that the fungal trail is from this patch. Okay. Major how to set a task for a science ship before the ones it already has. Quick tip, if you press Ctrl-Shift and tell a scientist to do something, they'll do that before all the other queued tasks. This works for anything. Like, you can set a fleet to go to this place before that. So remember, Shift plus Control equals good. Tempest 21, any new meta fleet for 3.1? Nope. Nothing changed except they actually fixed the thing that they really shouldn't have fixed. Before, if you had hangar bays and missiles, enemy point defense would not target the missiles because the strike craft would be there. But now, point defense targets both missiles and strike craft equally, which means that missiles are absolutely terrible. Like, for a brief moment of time, I thought missiles could be viable. Like, you could spam missiles and spam strike craft, but now it's just like, Lamau, you spam missiles, I guess you're just a new player. Like, missiles really should have a spot in Stellaris gameplay, but they really don't. Not in this version. Let's see. Fungal Trail. Fungus Amogus. Let's see where they go. Are you serious? Okay, I guess the fungus are going in a completely different empire. Nathaniel, where are you getting your minerals? Yeah, we're just buying the minerals. There's some base production and we're buying them, so it's not an issue. Let's see. This habitat should probably be a trade station. This one 2. And this one 3. Honestly, we could make this habitat into a mining habitat. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Because we will want to start spamming out alloys soon enough, and having minerals for it is kind of important. Actually, never mind, we already... we can do both. We'll still keep it as a trade station, though, primarily. Let's see. We'll go for the extra building slot, because that's just free merchants right there. Oh, I thought these were the fungus amogus, but these are just tianki, or teriyaki, as I called them before. Let's see. Wait, what happened? Are the teriyaki the fungi? Guess they are. I don't know. It kind of went to the system and the project disappeared. Strange. We really should go for another research habitat. We're kind of weak on research. Like year 23, 500 research is not all that good. Oh, we got bubbles. Log. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not that much of a troll, okay? I'm not gonna dissect bubbles. Derek Hurd, new tradition tier list for 3.1. That's actually not a bad idea. I mean, it would be kind of hard to rank these because, like, supremacy, for example, is only good if you want to go to war. Like, you wouldn't want to go for supremacy in all builds. Same with unyielding. Like, if you're going for a pure defensive thing, you're going to want unyielding, but otherwise it's garbage. The only thing that really comes to mind is prosperity. Prosperity is definitely S tier. But honestly, I don't think you could really rank traditions. Because there's just... they're just there for different purposes. I can re-rank the traits and civics though. Probably the civics mostly, because they did do a lot of changes to the civics in 3.1 and not a lot to traditions. I mean, not a lot to traits. Let's see, that's it. Wow. Okay, maybe this is a completely blocked off thing. Yeah. Well, kind of. People can still go through these guys, but whatever. Yeah, exactly. Look at that. Just some aliens going through like it's nothing. Now let's see. I kind of want to fix the Empire Sprawl situation. And yeah, I think that's actually what we're going to do. Let's get some administrative offices up. 2 should be enough. Svingve Jeff, what's so good with prosperity? Prosperity is just great when it comes to output. Like, you get, as a finisher, 5% resources from all jobs and 5 stability. Like, honestly, that is kind of OP. They could really make do with just one of them, but it kind of makes sense. Prosperity is there for economy. On top of that, you also get 5% specialist output, which is amazing because, like, the specialists are the ones that give you the good stuff. Like, you got researchers, you got ally workers, so yeah. Otherwise, you get extra build cost reductions, you get extra build speed increases, reduced upkeep. Like, prosperity is just all around great as a tradition. Like, it's great to the point where you might want to consider going for it as the first tradition before expansion. Like, it's that good. We're gonna station bubbles at the border, and actually that's a bigger fleet than these guys have. Well, bigger than that part of the fleet, at least. see. Single Jeff specialist output is additive. Yeah. Basically all modifiers are additive unless they're like weird. Like common disengagement. That's multiplicative, but it's a weird one. Let's see, let's get more research up and running. Still don't have enough. Actually, we should get some gas production so we can get even more researchers per building slot. Colin, why don't you deal with admin cap? Is it irrelevant? Kind of. Admin cap can be safely ignored pretty early on. Like, we're at the point where we really should be fixing admin cap above above increasing our output to the science, but not by much. I've done a video on it. You can find it on my channel. I think it's called... I honestly don't remember what it's called, but basically, bureaucrats reduce the penalties from being over admin cap, but if you have not enough researchers as is, it's better to build extra researchers and extra Unity workers rather than fixing admin cap. That's the thing. That's 22 primitives on this planet. They are far away. They are far away. Let's see, can we, in theory, get to them? And the answer seems to be no. I mean, 1,000 influence for 22 pops. That's kind of good, but at the same time, we could just build more habitats, so I guess not. And it's only a problem with over 50 above cap, correct? No, it's actually a problem depending on the number of researchers and Unity workers you have. If you have, let's say, 20 researchers, building an extra researcher is going to give you 5% extra research speed. But if you're already over admin cap, building an extra bureaucrat to reduce your admin cap issue is also going to effectively increase your research speed by 5%. So it's at 20 researchers, or if you're also concerned about Unity, like 10 researchers and X amount of culture workers, that is a problem. So it's not dependent on admin cap, it's not dependent on time, it's dependent purely on how many researchers and culture workers you have. Although with the culture workers thing, it's very hard to tell because you can get Unity from a lot of other ways. Like, for example, we have trade producing most of our Unity. It's very hard to calculate when it's more efficient to make more Unity and or make more bureaucrats. But you can do it. Now let's go for synthetic crystal plants. This is necessary so we can get galactic markets later on. Or galactic stock exchanges, rather. Mike Dowd, Clone Soldier's origin seems to be made for one PC. I don't know if you mean one PC like personal computer, but I have heard that Clone Armies actually crashes the game if you play it in multiplayer and conquer another Clone Army Empire with your own Clone Army Empire. So just FYI. Of course, the caveat is they'll probably fix that in the next week or so, so this info will be outdated, but we'll have to see. Let's see, can we trade with these guys for alloys? Oh, right. Diplomatic acceptance. Oh my god, I didn't realize it worked this way. You know, I saw the trade exploit. I thought it was going to be harder than that. My god. I'm gonna return the energy credits because that's just cheating. Ah, one PC, one planet challenge. Yeah, clone army could be good for one planet challenge, but honestly, I wouldn't do it. Because if you have 100 pops on a planet, you're gonna struggle. Like, what are you gonna do? You tell me abundance? Like, you could, but you're gonna need to figure out a way to make your pops actually work for you. Sigma aliens. All right. Respect. Yeah, with the frickin' with that tradition, you could literally become a beggar. So in theory, these days, diplomacy and eminent diplomats is technically an S tier, well, SSSSS tier tradition tree because it's literally free stuff. Yeah, would you guys be actually interested in seeing a revised version of the civics tier list? Like, there's been a lot of civics changes. Like, I've been considering making just an update video, in the sense that it's just like, oh, Lamau, here are the new civics and the changed civics, and this is how I would rank them. But I think with this many changes, it would be kind of hard to follow. So I think I might want to make a new civics tier list for 3.1. Mulahadin, so synthetic or bioascension? Psionic. Hopefully. If we manage to rope psionic theory with materialist. Which, by the way, we haven't gotten the freaking researcher yet, so it's gonna be kind of hard. Yes, yes, yes. Alright, looks like people do want to see an updated civics tier list. Alright. I'll make it happen. Maya Magal, can you do a Caravaneer tier Caravaneer fleet tier list? I wonder. Hey guys, do you want a Caravaneer tier list? I mean, when it comes to that, it's literally just Ketlings, or however they're called. I think they're Ketlings. Then Numistic, and I honestly forgot the third one, so I assume it'd be in the bottom tier. Bruh. Feels bad, man. I was gonna send a scientist back to research these special projects, but I guess not. We'll have to build a new one. We just got grabbed. See, transit hub. I actually kind of want that. Because if we have a transit hub in our system right here, it's just going to be a free increase of automatic migration. Let's see. Can we actually do stuff? What was it? This habitat? That was the minerals one? Ah, this one. Oh, we still have plenty of space. That's fine. Okay, I guess we're going for Gene Ascension, since that's the one we can easily do. Oh, we're actually out of food. Wow. I guess we'll just have to purchase more apples each month. And it'll all be fine. Let's see. Catalyst Maniac, does the transit hub only increase inside system or does it work for the sector? I'm pretty sure it's within system. All of the modifiers are within system for star bases. Silverbeak, what are the plans for these two planets I have? I'll just show them off to the galaxy. Why not? It's like, hey, I have planets, but I'm not going to use them. I guess I could set up a migration treaty and, yeah, sure, let's do that. These guys are post-apocalyptic. Let's see, what other planets do they have? Because I assume they call them as the planet type that they're actually habitable for, right? Tropical. Are these planets tropical? Arid ocean. I mean, ocean is close enough. Let's get a quick migration treaty going then. Let's get some Xenos in this empire. Ugh. Yep. No thank you. I don't want any more migration, will you? The ship should keep building, right? Yeah, perfect. Dark Flex, what are your thoughts on Clone Army Megacorp Syndicate? I mean, you could. I'm not sure if it'd be the best thing though. Like, Syndicate is kind of bad. Like, it's better now because you can't just, well, you can kind of deprioritize out of criminal jobs, but it's a bit harder to. So, Criminal Syndicate is a bit better, but I don't know, man. I'll just buy some more monthly food. Yeah, these Xenos, okay, how about this? Set default rights. Migration controls, yep. These Xenos are just gonna stay down on those dirty, dirty planets, and they'll just work for us as bureaucrats. We're not gonna let them on our pretty shiny, clean habitats. Like, really, what we're doing, we're not embracing Xenos. What we're doing is we're making them slaves without them officially being slaves. That's the thing. So, don't worry, the Xenos will still be mistreated with this empire. Don't you worry about a thing. Vasilius Tabakis, or the devs going to make a third team to playtest? No. We are the third team, the playtesters. Every patch, we do the beta testing for them. Let's see. Things are kind of peaceful. Let's get some alloy production up and running, and let's invade some Xenos. Like, we're sitting on a lot of output, and we're not really making anything out of it. Look, I don't think I want. I don't think I want ore right now. AI, just calm your tits. I might make a fleet, and then we might want to invade. Not this instant, though. Not this instant. Just build a bunch of alloy foundries everywhere. And I guess we'll go for supremacy as the next thing. Hell, we can even go become the crisis, but that's kind of too broken. You guys are saying basic substances for the Xenos? Sure. Actually, hold on. Is colony ship? That's the one? Yeah, I want to make sure that colonizes a planet and not a beautiful habitat. Colonize planets. Species. Set default rates. Bruh, we can't even go for basic subsistence. Sag. You know what we'll do? We'll not distribute luxury goods on these planets. How about that? Is that a good compromise? Iron Dust, you nullified your democracy bonus by enabling migration restriction on my species. I do believe I did. I set the default rights to disable migration, which means that any new species will have the migration disabled. That's how default rights work. Moroshi 9, yeah, I should have put my maniacal scientist onto society, but you know what, Gene is fine too. We're gonna be able to just pump out pops for now on. Clone vats, although that is gonna be pretty expensive on food. Maybe we don't want that. Artisans up, but we literally have no artisans in our empire, and we're still overproducing consumer goods. Damn, that's 31 upkeep for buildings? For alloys? Damn. Let's get some more alloy foundries. Actually, are people even working alloy foundries? No, they're not, because there's not enough pops. Now they are. Yep. We literally have no workers in our empire. That's kind of crazy. Alright, well, we'll get our alloy production up and running eventually. We'll spam some cruisers, we'll build some strike craft, and we'll go to war. Alright, supremacy, let's go. I'd say in 10 years or so we can start waging war. We just gotta get our alloy economy to be reasonable. These guys gotta trade alloys? Oh, they are. Wonderful. Well, we're gonna invade them later, but for now, we can give them consumer goods. Which they will accept even though they're robots, because logic. Hey, do you want to give me alloys? No, you don't. Okay. They're sus of us. There's this empire too. Cordial. Hey. Damn, you're poor. Alright, let's trade for comms with these guys, because I think we'll be able to find out more empires that way. Maybe. Remember to like the stream? Yes, guys. More likes equals gooder. Means more streams. Hopefully. Well, I'll be streaming for the next few weeks at least. Because there's a bunch of new stuff to cover. Like, Hive My Necrophage. Dude, hopefully they update Hive My Necrophage to be actually good at some point in the near future, because then I can stream without experiencing pain. Bruh, really? Here, have some soap. Nathaniel, would you go for Foundry EQ Ringworld despite being Void Dwellers? Probably not. Like, you say that ally production on habitats is weak, it really isn't. As long as you dedicate a habitat to production of alloys, it's quite good. Association status. Pakari. Or the Pakari. Yeah, whatever. Sure, why not? Alright, it's these guys, so we'll be able to do a three-way invasion of the Incorporators. Not bad. The stream will be several weeks long, hardcore. Dude, I wish. You can't really make a Stellaris stream that's longer than like 12 hours because the game just kind of ends by then. Let's see. Clone bats. Maybe we should start trading for food with other empires at this point. I guess not. I don't know. Like, for food, we're gonna need a lot of star bases. I guess we could just build star bases then. Either a lot of star bases or a lot of workers producing food, which we definitely don't want. Like, if we have any spare workers, it's better that they work in alloy output or something like that. Harmony, I can't just buy more alloys with my insane energy credit outcome. The thing is, the more alloys you buy, the more expensive they get, and yeah, I really don't want to make the prices skyrocket for alloys. I'd rather just keep buying them a little bit at a time. Ooh, commerce megaplexes. Now, you could, in theory, upgrade your commercial zones to commerce megaplexes. That's going to give you an extra merchant job. The only problem with that is that commerce megaplexes are expensive to maintain. Like, a commerce megaplex is basically a commercial zone, except twice as good, but it also consumes rare crystals as upkeep. And rare crystals, if bought from the market, are like 12 per thing, so kind of sucks. Like, you're wasting all of the energy output of your merchant with commercial zones, so it's just better to spam more habitats instead. Actually, do these guys have food? Kind kind of. We can sustain like 2 kilometers with this. We'll take that. You won't, mate? Alright, we got cruisers. Now we just need to get strike craft. And actually, better engines as well, because now we can't just use a tug corvette. Sag. Oh yeah, FYI, one of the new things you can do in the new version is settings. You can reduce hyperlane opacity. You can make it so that you don't see hyperlanes, or you can see hyperlanes very visibly. Man, that kind of hurts my eyes. Let's not do that. Go to default settings. Alright, I just did some moderating. It's all good now. Don't worry about a thing. Let's see, fire rate. Let's see. We're gonna want some anchorages on these stations. Gonna want a couple of shipyards on our home thing. Fleet Academy. Want naval logistics. Everywhere. And we want this thing to be, I guess, a communications jammer, because we are going to go to war. Or maybe not, because food. Food is good. Also casually producing 383 Unity per month in year 34. Yeah, just merchant things. Like, look at that. We have nearly 1,000 trade value in year 34. Now let's see. We have colonized with these Eons, and now they can be the best bureaucrats that we really don't ever want to see. Let's see. I'll probably just make this habitat just a pure alloy habitat. Of course, want some habitation districts, and we'll designate this as a boundary station. And I think we'll just do the same with this habitat as well. We're preparing for war. Spectic, do you plan on becoming Galactic Emperor? We could. Not sure if I want to do it in the stream. I think I can probably make do without it, but we'll try to go for it. Why not? Let's see, what is our diplomatic weight? 857, it's not that bad. If we assign all our envoys to Galactic Community, we'll have more. So we'll definitely try to go for Galactic Emperor if we can. Yeah, sure. Funnily enough, we're not actually going to get a lot of benefit out of this one. Resources from jobs for 7%? What resources? Trade value isn't a resource. But we'll go for that one anyways, just for the alloys and the research. No, I don't want to go to war yet. AI, calm down. Calm down, man. At Kelback, I love being a trade empire playing with friends. Yeah, like this empire, I'm pretty sure would make like 500 energy credits for any megacorp. That puts its branch offices on you, and that's like half a stage of a Dyson sphere. Eventually, we'll be like a Dyson sphere in terms of our output. Poison Pen, do you have to have the Necrophage DLC to become Emperor? No, you need the Federation's DLC to become Emperor. The Necrophage DLC, if you mean Nemesis, I think it's just Crisis. Is there anything in the Nemesis DLC that's not Crisis? There's Crisis and there's spying operations. Not sure if there's anything else though. Polat Khan, is trading between empires better than using the market? Usually I like to use the market because it's very, very controllable, but there's only so much you can buy. Like right now we're buying the maximum amount of alloys, maximum amount of minerals, max consumer goods. I think we could probably get away with buying more food. But otherwise, there's only so much you can do with the market. Let's see, let's put some clone mats down here. Ergulund, do merchant count as specialists? No, they're rulers. Christopher Bernadette, is there a way to stop this bot? I mean, I put them in whatever. I hid the user, so the bot should be just invisible. There's no way to really just ban someone from posting. I don't think. Maybe. I don't know. Hold on. Fleet logistics. Breathing Rift. What is this? Okay, this is an old one. Unkafanku, Custodian is Nemesis. Oh, okay, so Custodian and yeah, okay, so Custodian and Emperor is Nemesis then. All right. My bad. Wait, hold on. Did we just get from beneath the waves? I think that gives us Psionic Theory, doesn't it? Man, we could have gotten Psionic. But Gene Warriors, Lamau. That's worth it, right? New Casus Belly? Huh. Is that a criminal syndicate that just... Okay. I guess we are employing the Enforcer. We really don't want this criminal syndicate taking roots on this planet, because, yeah. Crime is bad, yo. I'm not sure if these smugglers port are gonna give crime jobs. If they do, that's gonna be a problem. If they don't, then so be it. Do I hire enforcers? I might. I don't know. Let's see, reverse engineer. We got engineering research. And actually, that wasn't the psionic theory one. We get streamlining algorithms from this one, which is evasion plus 10%. That could actually work really well with psionic ascension, because what you can do with psionic is you can go for full evasion destroyers, and getting that thing on top of evasion destroyers would be pretty awesome. But whatever. Alright, we have 3k alloys. We really do need more, though. Alright, we got Strikecraft, so that's gonna be good. Let's see, you guys stop talking. No, never mind. You guys didn't stop talking. I just stopped scrolling. Lamau. Let's see. Crime is bad, yo, Stefan. Look, that is a quote only when I'm not playing as Criminal Syndicate. When I'm playing Criminal Syndicate, crime becomes the law. Oh yeah, no P. One of the only use for Chemical Bliss is with a trade build. If we went for pure trade and didn't go for any research or alloy production, we could actually make Chemical Bliss good. Normally, Chemical Bliss is a massive hindrance because it massively reduces pop output, but since it also increases happiness and trade isn't actually pop output, we could potentially make clerks and merchants work better with Chemical Bliss. That's the only use for it, though. There is no other use. Maybe. Okay, there is a use if you conquer a species and you want to put them on Chemical Bliss, not make them rebel, blah, blah, blah. But realistically, that's the only use for Chemical Bliss. Ransbart, is there a special reason why I only claim the systems that I colonize? Yes, actually. That reason is we kind of need influence and alloys. I mean, we haven't been spending influence over the past little while, but that's because I kind of want to save it up for conquest. Although we probably don't need that much. Let's see. We can go for an edict. Like, I don't know. Diplomatic grants, I guess? I mean, none of these edicts are actually good for us. Like, we're not producing any minerals from miners. We're not producing any energy from technicians. Like, if we had capacity subsidies, in a normal empire, we'd go for it, but not with this one. We're just gonna avoid that entirely. Oh, curators, Pog. Well, you showed up, like, 30 years too late. But we're still gonna talk to them, because we have way too many energy credits. Yes, yes. Do we know about the artisans? Oh, we do. Yeah, let me just show you something. Previously, you were able to queue up Art Monument across all your planets. But now you can't, because it's immediate, like it used to be. Big sad. You actually have to go ahead and buy up all of the freaking art pieces, instead of being able to spam all of them with just one monument. Sad. Sad, but good. Mostly. Let's see. Extra admin cap can't hurt, but we kind of want to go for extra fleet capacity. Because we're about to go to war. Actually, what's going on? We're low on consumer goods, we're low on energy credits. I guess it's because food is becoming more expensive. Guess you can't buy that much food. Sad. Let's see. We might want to disable some of these clone vets, actually. As sad as that is. See, this guy is fully grown. This guy isn't. At Tempest 21, what is my favorite ship design? That's a hard one. I like Avian, because it's very sleek. Otherwise, Humanoids is pretty good. Although in any normal game, I'd probably go for Plantoids just for the meme. It's the ugliest ship design, but it's kind of funny if you run it. Man, we really need a lot more food. I guess if we upgrade all of these and build food on them, that could be good. But yeah, we're starting to run out and we're starting to go into a death spiral. Let's avoid that. Hey, do you have food? You do. We'll buy all of it. Maybe not. Hold on a second. And we'll buy your food. What price? Damn, that rate. Not buying food at that ratio. Screw you. Alright, we unlocked the second Ascension perk. I guess we can't go for the second bio ascension because we don't have the habitability thing yet, but that's what we're gonna go for with this ascension. Fizz, what is my opinion of Technocracy after the nerfs? I'm gonna be honest, I haven't played with Technocracy after they nerfed it, but from what it looks like, it's quite bad. Like, not bad, but like, maybe B tier, C tier bad. Because that increase in consumer goods production, it's pretty serious. Like, you need to have some sort of way of reliably making consumer goods to run Technocracy now. Like, before you could just get away with, oh, Lamau, I'm gonna buy consumer goods from the market, and it'll be all good. But now you actually need a serious, dedicated way to get consumer goods. Like trade or artisans. Let's see, we're actually overproducing alloys. So we need to employ some miners to avoid our minerals going bust. We need to unemploy some enforcers, I guess, from here. Clerks need to go. Our sprawl is fine. Need to cancel some of that. Some of that. And we need to build more merchants. That's what we need to do. Unironically, I might want to go for a couple of these. Like, yeah, we're gonna get food once these stations are upgraded, but it's gonna be kind of rough. Pillage, Master Crafters. You could go for Master Crafters with the bureaucracy. I imagine it would be a good combo. I just need to test it. Like, they added a decent chunk of new stuff in 3.1. I just haven't been able to test it all that well. Like, of course I tested clone armies, but that's only because clone armies is kind of the biggest change in 3.1. Everything else is kind of minor. MT, what civic would you pick once able? Let's see. We can go for Idealistic Foundation to double down on trade. You can go Meritocracy to get more alloys and research. Hell, we could even go Shared Burdens, but I'm not going to. Reanimators, Pleasure Seekers. Oh, we can get Pleasure Seekers. Oh, but we're running Economic Privilege. I don't know, man. Probably Idealistic. Because Idealistic is just going to be a boost. Cruiser build speed. Naval capacity. All we need are tier 3 strikecraft, and we should be able to just start building fleets. Let's see. I don't think there's any crystallines nearby, otherwise we would have discovered them. Right? Yeah, they're just amoebas. I'm not gonna waste, guess I can waste influence. I don't know, we've stopped building habitats, so influence is actually overflowing now. Yeah. Let's see, what do we want to go for now? Discovery is always a safe pick. Harmony could be good. It's 5 stability and extra edict capacity, which actually doesn't matter with this empire. Unyielding, expansion, domination. I don't know. Let's go discovery. Spaceman Spiff, how do you feel about the sensor module on star bases? I never use it. It's better to put some other stuff down. Let's see. Honestly, I want more food. Like, we're easily able to afford buying it, but that's only temporary. Eventually, food prices are just gonna get to ridiculous levels to where we don't want to buy food. Yeah, Lamar, we got amoeba breeding program, guys. God. I wish event stuff was better than what it is. Like, the only good event tech that you can possibly get is crystal infused plating. Everything else is dog shit. Like, and pardon my French, of course, but Amoeba Flagellia, it's maybe better than tier 1 strikecraft. Regenerative health tissue is, and I'm not gonna even say anything because it's not useful. It's a linear +1 ship hull and armor regeneration. It's not percentage based, it's linear, which makes it absolutely atrocious on battleships and pretty bad on anything else. Like, what else is there in terms of event techs? Cloud Lightning? I guess Cloud Lightning has a use in the very, very late game, because there's no ship hull repeatables. And Null Void Beam, I guess, is not useful. You don't want to use Null Void Beam. Associated status, sure. Come on, man. Just give me tier 3 strike craft. I just want to spam out cruisers and we'll win. I wonder if there's any empires that are friendly to us. We could probably trade sensor link and find asteroids. Not asteroids, crystallines. Neutral. Oh, okay. That's fine then. That's drones, that's pirates. More drones. Suspicious. Yeah, I think everyone else is going to be suspicious, so yeah, I don't think we're going to be getting those crystal hull plates, which is a shame. And does please do the archaeological site. Maybe I should. Maybe, yeah, you know what? You're right. Maybe I should do that. Why do we have low stability? All right. Now we have okay stability. Mega price, arc emitters are only good when you're shooting past 50 plus repeatables. Yeah. I've had a game, one of the first multiplayer games I've had, we went up to like year 20, I want to say 2500. It was either 2500 or 2400. And one of the players actually put arc emitters, just pure arc emitters, on their ships, and it completely wiped out my fleets. And I was like, damn, man. Like, it was 1 mil or 2 mil versus like 3 mil, and the 2 mil won. It was pretty insane. Ever since then, I've been very, very respectful of Cloud Lightning. Sure. Ooh, proton launchers. All right. Well, we'll definitely want that. We'll go for a few more hydroponics, and I think we can enable some of these clone bats at this point. The British Potato, how do you win the game? You become big, and I mean, we're already #1 in the galaxy, but you just gotta become big and go and conquer. Usually I say I won the game either after defeating Crisis, if I set Crisis to a difficult level, or after just taking over a decent chunk of the galaxy. Like, at some point after you've taken over some empires and you're twice as big as anyone else, you just kind of win. Speaking of winning, I suppose we don't need tier 3 strike craft, so once these proton launchers are researched, we're just gonna spam out ships. Re. Irving, wait, I thought functional architecture doesn't work with habitats? It certainly does. Either that, or I'm just stupid and I've been running an unnecessary civic this whole time, which is also possible, but I doubt it. Proton launchers. Alright, let's start designing our ships. FFF. Carrier. That. Yeah, I know I've been maxing influence for a while. I've just been slacking. Like, I would lay some claims on this empire, but there's really no claims necessary because these are a total war empire. I guess I could trace for more alloys with these guys, because we do have extra consumer goods now. Like, normally you use influence for edicts, but we really don't need edicts. And you normally use your influence on claiming stuff, which actually we probably could. Sidemus Star Union. Where are these guys? Nah, look. We're gonna attack these guys, and don't you worry about a thing. Let's be a little bit more efficient and just build star bases, I guess. Our blob base is looking kind of small. Scum. Fortunately, if all of your pops are specialists and rulers, criminals are really not a concern. Stefan, what did you set as endgame year? I don't know, it's default, so I think it's like 2400. We're not gonna get to the endgame. I just want to do a few wars and just flex with the trade production. Original Any particular reason I don't use the fleet manager? I've gotten used to just pumping out ships manually, and that's just the way it is. After you play the game for a while and you get settled on a thing, you just end up doing the thing forever. I do use the fleet manager for reinforcements and stuff like that, but when building ships, just pump out as many as you can. See, we got 10k fleet power. These guys are probably pathetic. Let's see. If we sort stuff by power... yeah, if we sort stuff by power, we can see that we're number 1. Except for these guys. that's only because they're fallen empires. Ooh, battleships. Whatever. Cruisers are going to serve us well. We got a full fleet stack, and at this point we can probably just start going to war. Let's spam out some armies, and let's get going. Actually, I wonder... normally what you can do is you can have an exterminator empire that's a big threat, and that'll cause AI to really support you being galactic custodian. But I don't think that's really a problem in this case. Because there should be a fanatic purifier somewhere in the galaxy. If I recall correctly. Yeah, these guys. They're kind of small, but hey, they're a threat. Honestly, once we're done with Discovery, we can probably go Adaptability to get an additional building slot. Which could mean more merchants. And merchants mean unity. A whole bunch of unity. Oh, we have spare influence. Let's nominate ourselves for the Galactic Market. Oh, perfect. Our Fed wants war. Let's join in. I guess they figured out that, hey, now we definitely have an advantage. Howdy. Now, normally I'd say these guys don't stand a chance, but with a starbase, Strikecraft are kind of weird in their behavior. Carabineers. Hey, can you give me some minerals, pretty please? What is this trade deal? Whatever, that's a better ratio that we'd get from the market. Howdy. Oh, that was easy. Mandate unfulfilled, because of course, we don't care. Tempest, one of my science ships, is in their systems. Oh, okay. He can do a little bit of spying. Oh no, are they going... We should probably send another fleet to just claim all of the space. Before our allies, quote, quote, do the same. All right, we have the Federation fleet. Let's send that out as well. Oh my god, these guys are gonna conquer, aren't they? Yep. Prepare for border gore. Oh, never mind. They actually gave the colony to us. That works. Hello there. Goodbye there. I mean, we're not going to be able to really make use of all these robot pops, but I guess planets are nice-ish. We need to get some sort of resettlement going, which is going to piss off some of our factions, but that's okay. Resettlement, where is it? Allowed. And let's resettle from our ocean world. Perfect. And this way we can actually keep the planets once the war is over. Billy Sherman, how do you start a tall game? You select Void Dwellers, and you stay in one little cluster. That's how you play tall. Playing tall is kind of a meme these days, because there's no benefit to it. There's just being able to defend yourself easier, but it's not a big deal most of the time. Honestly, do I even want these planets? Not really. Yeah, we'll just... we're not gonna do any more resettlement because it's kind of eh. Why do we have so many pops here? The hell? Why are pops migrating here? There's no jobs here. Go away. Speaking of jobs, I guess we can build more corporate zones and more mining districts. Maybe. Maybe not. Who knows? We definitely want food. Let's go for food and some clone vats. Where do you think you're going? Stefan, can't you make mining districts on ring worlds now? You can on the Shattered Ring, except they're terrible. I might do a Shattered Ring playthrough if you guys are interested. Actually, what do you guys want to see more? Do you want to see Ring World in 3.1? Or do you want to see Necrophage with hive minds? Or do you want to see a third thing? So, 3 options. Ring, Hive Necrophage, or something else that's new. Vote. Vote in chat, and I'll make my decision on the next stream based on that. Yeah! Galactic Market and funds are safe. Let's go. Atomic countdown, something's gotta happen. Meanwhile, we could probably go for extra naval capacity. Or not, I don't know. Let's first see what is gonna happen in the new system. Well, with the atomic countdown, I mean. Oh, we got a Planet. Seriously, game? I don't want this. High quality minerals is kind of good, but I don't want that. Alright, let's take a look at the poll. The poll results. Necrophage, hive mind, hive, necrophage. A lot. Okay, so a good chunk of people are saying third. I guess we're going necro hive. Hopefully they update the game and make necrophage hive mind slightly less terrible, but that is, from what I can tell from a glance, the thing that's winning in chat. So that's what we're gonna go for. Well, again, I should make a straw poll. I mean, look, this system of voting may be primitive and maybe slightly inaccurate, but it's mostly good. So, don't bash me. Straw poll is kind of hard to set up, considering how I haven't done that in years, so meh. Let's see, we're at 14 out of 8 star bases, and still our energy credit production is through the roof. Okay then. Also, this science ship has just been chilling here with a system, with a star base, with a fleet, and it's just doing okay. They're having a mini panic attack, but what can you do? We need to get our army over to here. Where is it currently? Wait, where's our army? What's on the planet now? Embark. And in 600 days, this war should be over. Let's go for Federation centralization. We're easily the ruler of this federation. Although we really should change this to, like, strongest. Wait, why can't we choose this? Oh, right, we're at war. Totally forgot. I think we should change that to be everyone, because I'm not going to make a federation fleet. But these guys can, if they want to. Rhodey purge when? Purge right now. These toasters are getting disassembled. Although we do have their secondary species, so that's pretty nice. I guess we could put them to work doing bureaucracy. Mm-hmm. Alright, that should be good. Keep it kind of weak research for the year. Yeah, but we haven't really been min-maxing that. Ideally, if you want to play this yourself, you should build another research habitat. It's not necessary, but it'll be definitely nice to have. My god, we almost have as much Unity output as we have tech output. I just realized. Man, oh man, how much tech, how much trade value are we producing? Nearly 2K? Yeah, okay. Tempest 21, why aren't the robots being converted to minerals or alloys? That's only a thing if you're playing Hive Mind. Tab Dancing Ninja, what would I like to see in the next update? I don't know. New stuff. I don't know what exactly I want to see in the next update. Something new would be nice, but... more fixes could be good. Actually, I don't want to see fixes in the next update. Unironically, they should stop fixing exploits, except for the exploits that have come up recently. Like, there needs to be more of a high level of gameplay for me to make exploit videos. Like, obviously, haha, there is the exploit of getting free stuff, but like stuff like being able to put an artisan monument on 20 planets at once by buying one monument. Like, that's a small thing that can potentially improve your empire. That's the sort of exploit I like. Just a tiny optimization thing that's kind of like next level gameplay. I like it when there's no big exploits, like just getting free resources out of nowhere, but... man, oh man, do I like my little exploits. Da, da, da. You want to backstab these guys? Kinda do. Yeah, once we conquer the robots, let's attack these guys and take a nice pizza slice out of the galaxy. Stephen Garbay, stop fixing exploits so I can make exploit videos? Exactly. Exactly. Right, we can't even go for our full bioascension. I guess we'll go for, let's see. Galactic force projection could be nice. Otherwise, what else is there? I want to keep one Ascension perk slot open just in case we get the habitability technology. Nope. No pre-migration. Not in this Fed. Alright, there we go. We have taken over the Incorporators, and now we can just... Wardeck these guys? Can we? Ah, right, we're gonna need to claim them, because they're a normal empire. Man, how about we just, make them a vassal? That'd make it way easier. And also claim them, I guess. Let's see. Declare war, conquer. Actually, no, not that. Declare war, vassalize. Yeah, that's the one. Hopefully my 5 members actually vote yes on this one. There we go. Let's get a nice piece of slice. Oh yeah, we should probably fix admin cap too. I totally forgot about that one. Yes. Let's make our brand new citizens do the dirty bureaucracy work. Particle lances, okay. Jeffrey, imagine not going Become the Crisis super early, SMH my head. I mean, I think I've done way too much Become the Crisis lately, so I'll avoid it for the next few streams. Oh, these guys actually have a fleet. Hopefully they don't combine it, but considering how it's AI, they probably won't. Worst case scenario, I'm gonna set my home base to... Actually, let's build a new star base because I kind of want to be able to retreat to a system that's close by. Let's see, can we make a galactic council yet? It's already on the Senate floor. Oh, okay, perfect. Let's support that. Oh no. What? How about you don't? How about you don't? Okay. Liz, no. Let's see. Acceptance minus 346. We'll get that fixed soon enough. Especially with all these new reinforcements coming. I think it's going in or going out. Going out. Okay. Exotic gases as fuel, as shield boost, focusing crystals, crystalline sensors. We've apparently discovered something. Merchants. Okay. And these guys are actually going to try to go for a flank. Sure thing, buddy. By the time they're done flanking, we'll be already celebrating the victory. Yeah, these guys don't really stand a chance. Like, that's the thing with Strikecraft in the early game. Combat actually lasts a while, and so you're able to deploy all your Strikecraft and go and wipe out any enemy formations. I do love how we have 100% Xenophile faction approval as we're invading other empires. Yep. Kool-Aid is being drunk. Oh, right, there's 2 empires in this war, not 1. Okay. That's fine. We can take care of those later. First, we'll just wipe out this empire, then we'll wipe out that empire. Actually, even better, let's make a fleet. Oof, out of thin air. Actually, I think these guys got it. We'll send our main fleet over. Right. I'm not invading them. I'm liberating them. That's exactly what I'm doing. Bringing freedom and prosperity to the filthy, filthy Xenos. Bruh. Yeah, I don't particularly enjoy work. Not work. I don't enjoy work. I don't like invading AI for this reason, and that's just the pure annoyance that you experience when fighting them. But we will finish this war. Don't worry about that. Now we have a new fleet underway, we'll be completely good to go. Gonna take a little bit of micro. Dagrath123, I really would like the devs to rework missiles to be actually useful. Like, you could rework them in a weird way, or you could just make them more powerful. Like, either way would work. Missiles just need to be something. Because right now, they're nothing. Like, torpedoes are somewhat useful sometimes, but missiles by themselves are kind of trash. Let's see. Hey, do you have alloys, I guess? No, you don't. Okay. Hey, ally, do you happen to have extra alloys? No, you don't. But screw it. I'll just give you some consumer goods for free. Because we're buddies. Now we're gonna go for the flank. It's only gonna take 2 years. Sheesh. I think we basically got this. Attack that xenophobic Fallen Empire 2. Maybe. No, actually, no. We're not going to do that. They're not going to be part of the slice. We want our empire to be a pizza slice, right? So, this Fallen Empire kind of doesn't fit in. Speaking of pizza slice, we're actually going to just dismantle these unnecessary star bases once we do the conquest. Let's also lay claim on that system so that there's no border gore. Damn, whoa. How did they get 600 fleet power right there? That's a problem. Hey, how about you leave? Actually, don't leave. Just keep going. I guess they're just constructing a brand new fleet. Hopefully we'll get there in time. M. Pulitzer, is AI better with the LAM update? I mean, they changed some stuff around with AI, and it's supposed to be better. It feels the same, honestly, but I don't know. Like, Rat Armor AI is as weak as it was before, I'd say. You still need something like StarNet AI or StarTech to really see them make a significant impact. Ooh. Yeah, baby. Galactic Stock Exchange. That is gonna massively help us. Alright, we got the council formed. Let's see. Can we propose custodian? Soon-ish. Viridi Torlin, why not play with the AI mod? I will play with the AI mod in some of the future streams, but usually when an update comes out, I want to do it in vanilla. Because vanilla is... it's very important to see how vanilla is. Let's see, I actually don't know what's going to happen in this engagement. Let's release some strike crafts. Or not. Alright. I honestly don't know how it's going to go down, but... initially it's looking okay. Maybe? I think we're going to lose that one. Whatever. See, can we set these guys as home base to be somewhere nearby? Yes, we can. And we'll fight them another day. I don't think we really lost a lot of fleets in that engagement, right? Yeah. Or that was the other engagement. Yeah, we actually lost quite a few cruisers there, but sometimes it gotta be like that. We're almost done conquering these guys. Apparently, we're demanding an unoccupied system from them, which I assume is one of the allied systems, yeah. One of these ones. Once we conquer them, we should be just good to go. I wonder if acceptance actually affects this. Oh my god, it does! It actually does! Diplomatic acceptance +5. Really? They really overdid it with the acceptance thing. It is kind of sad though, like some dude like freaking Salvor can single-handedly make AI good, and Stellaris base AI has been bad for the past few years, so yeah. Wait, really? -9 acceptance? Okay, I guess we'll just do some attacking. Alright, we took that. We took that. Are you gonna surrender? Come on, man. 0 acceptance. Just give up already. There we go. Hey, friends, how about you vote? Please. Alright, there we go. We have conquered them, and now, with units map mode... Oh my god, these guys are part of it. Ugh. And now, we have a pizza slice. Alright, let's just disband some of these systems that we don't need. Alright, we can't, because these are our vassals. Whatever. I'd say this is a good enough pizza slice, right? Maybe get some of the cheese out of the way, though. Cut away some of the extra. Yeah, there we go. A nice pizza slice. We did a little bit of map painting, and it worked. Now, if we were to continue playing this game, I would definitely just integrate these guys and make them work harder, but at this point, I'd say the game is kind of decided. If we take a look at diplomacy, we can see that we are twice as strong as anyone else in terms of score. Obviously, Fallen Empires are better, but that's just a matter of time. Fallen Empires can't improve by themselves. So this is where I'm going to call the stream for today. If you guys have any final questions, I will be able to answer them. Otherwise, let's see. We have 477 likes. Let's get to 500, guys. If you like the pizza slice, if you enjoyed the stream, go ahead and leave a like. And of course, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Because in the very near future, I'll be making more content about the new stuff. Especially the tier list. I think that's the next video I'll be doing. A revamped civics tier list for all the new stuff. We are now Pizza Man. But yeah. Let's see. Specnic, is unyielding good for the 25x Crisis turtle build or just a waste of time? 25x Crisis turtle build? Why wouldn't you just build up and kill them, Lamau? Like, 25x Crisis is pretty easy to do, even at the earliest start date. All you have to do is micro your economy, potentially become Crisis, and play a build that can dominate, like clone armies or necrophage. And then you just win. You don't have to turtle up. But yeah. Steve Gardner, what is your thoughts on the clone army stuff? I think it's OP. I think they should nerf the Ascended Clone Army by at least 10%. Like, if you go for the genetically Ascended Clone Army, you get like 25% Specialist output, 20% habitability, and a bunch of other bonuses. It really should be more like a 50% bonus. And maybe you shouldn't get as much growth with Clone Army. Otherwise, I think it's a fine origin. Like, Stellaris needs more origins like that, where it's like, yeah, you have a path to choose, or you can have another path. Like, Clone Army is an origin that can be played in many different ways, and I like that. I really do. Emma Pletzer, could you upload a Clone Army playthrough? Okay, how about this? One final vote during the stream. Alright, listen to me. I know I've done a Clone Army build video, but I could also do a stream with Clone Army, potentially with Death Cults as well. So you'd be able to see the whole playthrough, how I min-max the whole thing, rather than just the bullet notes on how to do this, and how to make it work relatively well. So, what do you guys think? Yes, I make a Clone Army stream video. Well, stream. Or is the Clone Army video enough? So, yes for Clone Army stream, no for no Clone Army stream. Either way, next week we're gonna do Necrophage. So, go for it. And after I see the results, we're gonna wrap up the stream, and I'll call it for today. Just FYI, this Civic is broken, and it's one of the few exploits that have been found in 3.1. Again, it's not a new exploit. Negative economy has always been a thing, but goddamn, being able to make infinite alloys with food is just kind of a big oversight. Okay, people are saying yes, so that's gonna do it for the stream today. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.